We received a referral from an insolvency firm in relation to a large multifaceted retail business that had got itself into some financial difficulties, so heavily debt laden, and in fact hadn't paid some creditors for up to 3 years and was managing to subsist on a day-to-day basis on turnover. Was facing some fairly significant legal action from a second mortgagor on a property. So our role was really to get in there and build out a feasibility study for the business and whether there's something could be resurrected in terms of the debt position, because it also had its bank about to appoint a receiver as well. So we came in and were able to steady the ship, build a plan and work with the bank and work with the business owner whilst the litigation around the second mortgage was taking place. And we built a plan with the creditors to make sure they all got paid, which they ultimately all did. In the background of all this, there was an opportunity to sell a significant property which the business operated from. And they were very complex and difficult negotiations. It made difficult for a couple of cents because we had this litigation in the background, which resolved itself. And we had the background of the bank wanting to take possession of the property with the heat of all the creditors that was going behind the scenes. We set the plans in place to enable us to stable that ship to allow the negotiations to take place. We had to also deal with the business owner who had a different expectation on the value of the business that was operating from the property, quite separate from the property, and he was looking for a combined sale. Now the issue here was the property was being sold at what I would describe as an absolute premium to market, even without the business. But the business owners' insistence on a value for his business, which was never going to be achieved, almost derailed the whole process. So we were able to get in and assist the final negotiation phases by structuring the business sale so that the owner achieved ultimately close to what he wanted, but achieved an absolute premium for the property, which probably he received twice what he'd probably get for it today. So with that, he was able to tidy up and pay out the bank, pay out all his creditors, and have a surplus of cash to move on with in life.